Take a look at the scene last night at the Department of Justice as Jeff Sessions walked out of the building for the last time as a now former Attorney General. There you see Sessions. Following behind him is the man who will replace him, Matthew Whitaker. That is the tall man there with the bald head in the red tie. Whitaker is somebody who is seen as much more of a Trump loyalist than even Jeff Sessions, who was one of the earliest endorsers of the president during the presidential campaign. Whitaker was Jeff Sessions' chief of staff. Now he will be the acting attorney general, and as such, he takes over responsibility, the Department of Justice says, for all matters under investigation by the department, including the Russia investigation and the special counsel's investigation. So you just saw a picture there of Robert Mueller's new boss. Why is that significant? Well, Whitaker has been a critic of the Mueller investigation in the sense that he expressed some concern that it might be going beyond its original mandate, writing an op-ed last year in which he said that the president is correct. Mueller has come up to a red line in the Russia and 2016 election meddling investigation, that he is dangerously close to crossing, writing that Mueller should not investigate the president's finances or his family because his mandate was only to investigate the Russia situation. Yesterday, though, the president was asked about all of his administration officials and who he could fire and who he could not fire. The president expressing just before this news broke of Jeff Sessions departing some real asserting real power here to fire just about anybody he wants. Take a look at what he said.
Some say that you could stop all this by declassifying.
I could fire everybody right now, but I don't want to stop it because politically I don't like stopping it.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace. It should have never been started because there was no crime.
So the president there suggesting that he doesn't want to stop the Mueller investigation by firing people because politically he doesn't like the position that might put him in. But he says that it's a disgrace and that the Mueller investigation should never have been started. Now, guys, he has somebody running the Mueller investigation who, at least outwardly, would appear to be more sympathetic to his view than perhaps Jeff Sessions was. The president never forgave Jeff Sessions for recusing himself from the Russia matter and allowing it to be handled by Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General. Rosenstein now cut out of that dotted line reporting path, and Robert Mueller will report to Whitaker. Back over to you guys.
Okay. Eamon, Javers, just in terms of what you think could take place next and to the extent that it could have I mean, is there a way to connect this back to the larger story of the economy, regulations, and business in terms of what you think is going to happen at the Justice Department?
No. You know, I don't think so. I mean, the president really only disagreed with Jeff Sessions about one thing, and that was the thing that impacted the president personally. He didn't disagree with Jeff Sessions in terms of the way he approached the Department of Justice or all the law and order matters that Sessions was pursuing. I would imagine, and this is now I'm in speculation here, but I would imagine that Whitaker will continue the same line on all of those things in terms of law enforcement and the Department of Justice's approach to all the U.S. attorneys around the country and that sort of thing. So in terms of white-collar fraud, all the things that might intersect with Wall Street, I think you won't see very much change here. But the big change is in terms of the Mueller investigation. And ultimately, Whitaker could be the person who decides what to do with the Mueller report. Remember, Mueller is likely to write a report here, but that report does not necessarily have to become public under the procedures. It just has to be presented to the Attorney General. So as acting Attorney General, it would be now up to Whitaker to decide whether that report should be passed on to Congress, released publicly, or what should happen to it.